Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to some more Keep Calm and Colombia on in Victoria 3. Let's throw our little good luck charm here. Hello, me. Let's throw our little good luck charm here. Hello, me. There's a moment of silence there. I got a little nervous. Okay. There we go. Hey, Nemesis, you're back. Yes. Back and better than ever. Here we are. You're back too. Welcome, my friend. Good to see ya. J-Makers, hey, what's up, my friend? How are ya? How are ya? How is it going? Hope all is well. We are back, everybody. We are back. Okay, let's get situated here. So, we had a pretty good session this morning. You can see the borders have moved south. We just need to take Chile and then Argentina. We have Bolivar's ambition lined up for after we get Grand Colombia achievement to form Federation of the Andes. Hey, DJ, hello. You're the GOAT, man. Thanks so much for Vicky 3 Dev Diary TLDR series. Oh, thank you. Man, I appreciate that. I've never gotten a thanks for any of the Dev Diary videos. I appreciate that. I do always wonder, like, how are these videos? People will compliment the tutorials, but never the Dev Diary videos. I heavily appreciate that. Thank you. I was going to start a new run, but it's more fun to watch you do it. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's do this, then. Let's do this. Hey, Glenn. Hello. Hambone. Yeah. Good to see you. Back for my weekly stream. Awesome. Always good to have you, my friend. Good to see you. Mauricio, hey! I see after countless years you finally, just maybe, be able to outlaw slavery today. Those landowners seem to be extra stubborn. Seriously, it seems like we've been doing this for like years. I mean, we have actually been doing it for years. We're in the voting stage, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Luckily, the pro-slavery movement is at 81%. And they're not drifting. We did start around 79%. So this is increasing because of where they're increasing the amount of radicals. You know, if we can get our Home Affairs institution up, that'll bring it down even more. Actually, I always forget. I'm so bad, actually. I kind of forget what I need. I always forget the tech you need. Oh wait, is it just the bureaucracy? Yeah, no, we're above our maximum level of 2. I always forget what the tech is. I always forget. Whatever it is. What do we need? +1 Home Affairs. There we go. Ooh, open hearth process would be good. Okay, maybe we redo all of this. We're going to do identification documents. You know, I certainly hope we don't need this by the time we get to it, but we're going to do it. So we'll do that. Then we'll get pump jacks, threshing machine. Let's just finish out this level of everything. I recommended your tutorials on Reddit earlier today. Awesome. I'll make sure to talk up your dev diaries too. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. I'll look for your post and like it and everything. I'm also on the Reddit. I do like to you know, Victoria 3 turned me on to Reddit, actually. I was never really into Reddit before. The thing I like about Reddit is that, like, unlike other social media sites, you go to Reddit and you get to choose the topic you're engaging in. You go to like a Reddit thread and that's what you're going to see, as opposed to like Facebook or other social media platforms where you just have your wall and whatever random crazy thing that person you know decided to post about, and it's like, oh, I guess this is what I'm engaging with now. Reddit, I get to be like, I'm going to this subreddit because I want to engage in this topic. I kind of like that. Yeah, but I digress about Reddit here. At this point, Grand Colombia is a bigger and modern ancient Athens where a minority votes and we preach liberty in ear range of the slaves. Very true. Very true. I mean, we might get an economic turn here if we can get slavery banned. Always a funny jump scare seeing you in the Vic3 subreddit every once in a while. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have had it before where I like comment on somebody's thing and they're like, "Oh, you're that YouTube guy." I'm still very fresh to the whole YouTube thing, so that still kind of catches me off guard sometimes. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I'm on the tubes." So wait, let's take a look here. How many slaves do we have in the country? Yeah, 669,000. Or, I mean, 699,000. So almost 700,000 people are suddenly going to engage in the economy and be eligible to work urban jobs. See, this is the other thing. Like, these guys can't work in our factories. So we're suddenly going to get 699,000 people that can work in all of these buildings that are finding trouble, not that, but finding trouble hiring. So, yeah, I let this go on way too long. It's 1895. All right. So let's do this. I said this at the beginning of the last episode too, we really need to get the military up. Let's see, steel is good. Oh good, they're drifting to 100. We could really use this company to get more infrastructure and get the final 5% of state construction efficiency malice that we're getting in all of these places finally taken care of. Any state here, with bumpy roads, we're getting negative 10% state construction efficiency. But because of Antiochia Steel, we're countering half of that. So if we can get these guys to prosperity, we'll counter the rest of it and get some much-needed infrastructure. Because in South America, you're always hurting for infrastructure. And then these guys are another story. We'll work on these guys as we go. So let's unpause. I think we're ready to unpause here. And away we go. Victoria 3 looks like it's going to become even better. Looking at this last dev diary, the devs are honestly cooking. Seriously, I have to say, I am really excited to try this whole, like, electoral manipulation thing. And also the whole, like, mechanic of... So we're now going to have electoral confidence. So you can tamper with... I can't think of the word I'm looking for. But you can... manipulate elections. And so the more you manipulate elections, the more your electoral confidence goes down. But the less you manipulate them, the more it goes up. That's going to be a lot of fun. The other thing that'll be helpful, which would help us right now, actually, is that now there's going to be political movements for, like, slave revolts. So we could kind of, like, empower a slave revolt to get us more of a success chance on this. Would be very helpful right now. The recent expansion of the power plants in Antiochia has inspired faith in a future where all of Grander Colombia is electrified. Yes, let's do it. Oh yeah. A coal-fired plant. See, well, we don't even have enough coal, to be honest, but we have company for it. Or we get shift work. No, I'd rather actually get steam turbine. Although, hold on, shift work. Oh, I forgot about these last two. Wait, where is... Yeah, steam turbine is down here. But shift work is something we're going to be researching. It'll help us get there quicker. Let's do shift work, actually. So we'll do that. Ah, yes, Victoria 3 teaching the true... Yeah, democracies is who has the biggest bribe. Yeah, well, actually, the thing that I find funny... So... all of these dev diaries written by Victoria are always so great. She's the narrative lead, and she always gives so much, like, historical context of where everything is coming from, and I love it. And it actually pains me when I do a TLDR video that I can't go into any of that stuff really, because the whole point of my video is, you know, to be quick. But they're great. And so the historical context of it is like, yeah, the same kind of election manipulation we're kind of battling against now was happening in this time period too. Who needs limited work hours? We need a new production method, yeah, so we can lay off the workforce even more. Some industrialists probably. Exactly. That's why early on I went for... Oh, never mind. I didn't. I tried to and we failed. Ah, we're still on combination X. So here's what we're going to do, because I want to get the we're going to get off of slavery. We're going to get off of this. We're going to get off of oligarchy, and then we're going to get right to associate. We've got quite a few laws we got to get through, including child labor. And then eventually proportional taxation. I always go for the text that's furthest away, so I don't have to spend anything on it. Is this wrong? Well, the problem, so the kind of the problem is like, so you see here, like, we have a level, we're in level 3 of the production. If you go for a level before you're there, you spend an ahead of time penalty. So basically, like, say we went for steam turbine right now, we would basically waste 30,000 innovation going for it. And so I think sometimes it's worth the ahead of time penalty. Like, it's 30,000, right? Say we absolutely needed this tech for some reason. Like, add up how much it's going to cost you to research everything. It might be more than 30,000. So if it is a tech, like, you need to get to, like, sometimes you need to get to vulcanization. No, not really. Like, sometimes you need to get to nationalism, right? And so you would add up everything you have in the current level. If that's more than it would take to just go for nationalism, then maybe you just do that. I meant for the event bonuses. I always go for the tech that's furthest away. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, like the last event, I would have liked to just go for steam turbine. The only reason why I didn't is because I'm basically trying to finish out this level of tech. So I know we're going to be doing shipped work before we do everything else. So, usually though, I find in those event things, you only usually get one option for tech. So if it's an option of like added throughput bonus for this many years or tech spread on something, always go for the tech. That's usually what I say. Always go for the tech. Unless there's like a very specific situation where that throughput bonus for 5 years is going to get you past some hurdle. But if it's one of those events that gives you like a choice between two things, yeah, I think the one that's furthest away kind of also sounds just as good. Yeah, because the tech spread is permanent. The throughput bonus, like, is for a couple of years. Now, let's say the event was like plus 33% throughput bonus on your arms industries, and you know you're about to go into a heavy war. That might take a while. That throughput bonus might keep your costs down because it's going to keep... You're going to be making more guns because of it. And so goods for military buildings will go down. So that could be a reason to forego the tech spread. But unless you have very specific situations like that, the tech spread is always best. At least in my opinion. But like I said, you know our house words on the channel here. There is no meta. There's no meta, so there's no... This is what you must do. Yeah, no problem. Where did we just built a railroad somewhere? Forgot where it was going. I bet if we look here, what's not hired? It might have been that one. Or that one. Actually, I think it was Pastaza. Yeah, motors are rough. Yeah, so here's the thing. We're exporting 210. We're gonna tariff these exports. Because I don't want motors to be so expensive. Being a non-great power would much better if the game had catch-up mechanics. Oh yeah, beyond tech spread. In EU5, you can already steal maps and progress to institutions. You could do the same here with tech, or making treaties to negotiate for them. That's true, like research agreements, or... yeah, like, it would be interesting if, like, say you were a great power, and I need Bolivia to be strong in South America. Like, I can give you the tech, you know, like I could give you line infantry, or general staff, or something like that, so that you could be ahead in that type of thing. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, I agree. I was just thinking that yesterday. I was allied to Great Britain, whose tech was way ahead of me. Yeah. Yeah, something like a research agreement, right? That would be cool. I wonder if you could do that with a mod. Now, what do we got to do here to get to great power? We need about 100 more prestige. You know, we need to get more navy here. Our navy is, like, severely lacking. Oh. Yeah, we got a revolution. I can't cut back. Law debate failed. You're killing me, slavery band. You are really messing with me. Who on earth in the private sector is building more iron mines? This company, I need you to build steel. We can go for mass conscription, which would be great. That would actually be very great. Oh, and one of the admirals died. Ooh, naval commander. There we go. Juan Sublet. Democrat rural folk. Excellent. Yeah, get on that, devs. I know you're watching. Get on that. Among all the other things you're doing. Because, man, this year, all of the DLCs this year have been on point, adding a lot of stuff, right? Like, even these immersion packs, usually the, like, flavor packs don't come with so much mechanics. It's been a really interesting year for the game. Currently, you only get tech bonuses from somebody else if you're in their power block and they have the tech mandate, or they're your overlord and they decide, yeah, to share tech with you. Way too specific. Yeah. You know, now that you mention that, I kind of forgot. Let's look at the power blocks. See if there's one that might be worth joining. Not that. But we don't want to join the French one. Paradox devs are everywhere. Won't be too surprised to actually hear. Yeah. How great would it be if somebody who hasn't chatted ever just suddenly goes, present? It would be fun to see you do a proper communist run, no private queue. Yeah, you know, I've never gone full communist. You know what's funny is the last few streams have been very capitalist. Now, I think Charters of Commerce has played into that, but I feel like the first few streams of this game I ever did, I always ended up going into like a more of like a socialist, even sometimes communist run. I haven't done a legit communist run in quite a while. Like, I think the Paraguay stream that I did way back when, I think we ended as like a full-on communist country. Maybe not full-on, but something like that. But I haven't done one in a while. How large is your peasant population? Slavery ban problems. See, I don't think we've de-peasanted. I think we might have some because we've been getting some mass migrations. Yeah, 275k. So we've gotten some mass migrations, but they quickly go because we have a lot of jobs to fill. You know, can we get anybody else in the government for this? Yeah, we can't get the trade unions in yet. Maybe I should have gone for right to associate before this, possibly get these guys into the government. Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm not too worried about the pro-slavery movement here, but... Playing as socialist is quite underwhelming because the world is not hostile enough to you, and you can't do things like spreading revolution like you could in Vic 2. It could get help from a DLC for sure. No, well, you kind of can now after National Awakening. So you can, like, let's say we spring a socialist revolt, right? And we really lean into it. We empower the socialist revolt. A socialist revolt with a lot of support in our country is going to affect the socialist movement in all of our neighboring countries. So you can kind of do that to a certain degree. Now, you can't really go in and be like... there's no like button to be like, ignite the socialist movement in this country, but it kind of spreads on its own. Maybe the combo of greener grass and social mobility to a major city would help. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, so maybe like Antioquia. Now we don't have the authority here. But we only need 55. We're doing violent suppression in Santa Cruz. Do we still need it? Turmoil's 27%. Let's take a look at... Ah, so Panama has quite a bit. Yeah, Boulevard, not so much. So Panama has about 16,000. Antioquia, yeah, Antioquia 32,000. So yeah, maybe do some... That's a good idea. We should try that. Do we still need the greener grass campaign here? How much are we getting from the Greener Grass campaign? Or I mean the road maintenance. Well, we're gonna get... Yeah, we're already getting attraction here. So, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Let's see what happens with that. They might do something. That being said, Anarchist is gonna get new content if you play as Spain. Yeah, to Anarchism. That would be a good opportunity to do a social strand. Yeah, and the Anarchists are gonna do, like, terrorist activities, which is crazy. So you're gonna get, like, while the anarchist movement is agitated and upset, you're gonna get like random characters in your country being like unaliving. Census suffrage to get the trade unions unmarginalized, then right to associate to empower them. Takes forever but doable. Yeah. Damn you, autocorrect. Ah. The idea with the migration is to increase the literate population as people migrate. Oh, I see what you're saying. Ugh. Hmm. Yeah, but anybody can migrate. Like, this will raise migration attraction. But we already have a very high migration attraction here. Yeah, legislative failures. Alright, it's our last chance at this. More literates, more intelligentsia support, more opponents of slavery. Oh yeah, I got an abolitionist agitator. Ugh. We got 2 nihilists and a positivist. Well, let's see who's even available. Oh, we can get an abolitionist industrialist. That was a great idea you just had. If we can get that guy in here. We can't though. His acceptance is so low. If we had no migration controls. Damn. Well, let's see if there's anybody else. Nope. We can get our communist. Alright, so if this current round of slavery ban fails, this is what we're going to do. Oh wow, there's oh my god, there's a lot of these guys. Yeah, I can't get this guy. Corporatist. There's nobody. So if the current round of slavery ban fails, next thing we're going to go for is no migration controls, and then we're going to get, because apparently we have a lot of abolitionists here. We'll get one of these guys. Let's go through this list though, because what if there is somebody? You know, I'm just going to... Oh! Yeah, but this is intelligentsia. The intelligentsia already supports it. That industrial, if we could get the industrialists to sign off on it, That would be big. They have 29% political clout. Scrolling. Get those agitators scrolling. Right. Anarchist. Nope. Yeah, nobody with a high enough acceptance other than somebody who's already an intelligentsia. Look at this guy. Yep, nobody that's going to help us right now. Yeah, yeah, I hate the positivists. It's so true. I hate them too. Oh, Super Frank 3 a.m. Victoria stream. Let's go. Thanks for joining, my friend. I appreciate that. Wow. Welcome. The CEOs realize slaves can't do complex work finally. Yeah. That's what did it here in America. Slavery abolition took so long here that every abolitionist agitator is gathering here because because they're that sick of this stuff. Can you filter by ideology? No, you can't. That's the one thing I wish you could do. The agitator screen, you can filter by interest group. Wow. Hello, Stall. Oh, wait. Oh. You can. Oh my god, I've never noticed this before. My whole life has just changed. Oh my god. How have I never noticed this up here before? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, you can sort that, right? I've made like how many tutorial videos for this game? And I've never noticed this. Oh my god, this game kills me. This game kills me. That's what I love about this game. No matter how much you play this game, you discover something new about it. Been playing EU5 so much that my max speed Spain run feels weirdly easier than I remember. Yeah. Same. I've actually... So I was looking forward to the stream today. I've been playing so much EU5. I haven't given enough love to Victoria 3, which is still kind of my favorite game. Yeah, Glenn, thank you. Thank you, Glenn. Glenn for the win tonight. Alright. Also really... Our standard of living actually is bumming me out. I suppose we can change the standard of living if we change the per capita taxes a little bit. The agitators just get bunched together, not filtered, right? Well, so it looks like... Oh, we just lost somebody. Look at that. Perfect. Yeah, so it looks like... Yeah, ideology. Let's say we wanted ideology. So yeah, it's going to bunch them together. So you can kind of scroll until you see the ideology you want, and then you can see everybody of that ideology. And I imagine it's, like traditionalist... Yeah, abolitionist. So now it's like alphabetical for the ideology, it looks like. Same thing with like acceptance. Hit it again. So here's all the fully accepted people. Popularity. Man. I can't believe that. Yeah, you can only filter by interest groups. Got it. Yeah, there's a screen for everything in Victoria 3. No, you can filter by more than interest groups. I thought it was only interest groups. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, yeah, like, if you want to take them off of the, like... Yeah, like, say we only wanted to see abolitionists. You can't do that. But we can, yeah, we can only see industrialists if we wanted to do that. That's true. Alright. Oh my god, we are so close with this one. Yeah, look at this. All these things in the Confederacy are killing me. Oh, look at this. Okay, hold on. Pastaza, we can control this one. So let's create a need here. And then... Antioquia. Yeah, we're doing that already there. Open hearth process. Let's go. Yeah, so as it stands... And we're finally at a surplus for steel, but we want to do much more. Yeah, there we go. Alright, well, we're on the list here. Yeah, we need to do like 8. No, we need to do a lot more. Yeah, this, they took, ooh. Alright. See, this is killing me. We need to be exporting so much more. I am tempted to just go to free trade. Honestly, we might go to laissez-faire. We don't have... Yeah, we only have Germany with investment rights in us. Although, add it to the list of things we need to get to. What happened to you guys? Lima? See, we need more things that are going to use these. Use the electric plant. Law debate success. Okay. Oh! Okay, we're back down to 5 infamy. You know, I think we go after Chile. Because I think we can just take the rest of them. And not go too infamous. So say... Oh, wait. What about... Yeah, annex country. Oh, look at this. We could do annex country. And we wouldn't even become infamous. Oh, no, we could... Oh, wait, we would. But not by much. Would anybody join in on this? Oh, the United States might. Actually, it looks like the United States definitely would. Let's take a look at our relations. My conscripts never get raised in time. A solution to this. Well, that's mainly training rate. Make sure, because I find this always gets messed up, that your training rate here in the conscription centers is set. I find sometimes this kind of gets reset, so you always got to make sure that's up where it needs to be. But yeah, raising your training rate. Also, you can give enlistment efforts in the states that have the most conscripts, because this will give you a 25% to training rate. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, why do we have an artillery here? Alright, send one over to the main army. This is up to 83%. Maybe we hold off for a minute. Because that could complicate things if we had a revolution spark. Yeah, so we do identification documents. And then we can raise the institution. Yeah, let's take a look at the United States here. What's your guys' problem here? Oh, really? You guys want to give us military assistance? Interesting. Huh. See, I would love to get some type of alliance with you guys. From having shared rivals. From us having alliances or defensive pacts with American allies. Who are their rivals and allies? So Great Britain and Japan. Oh, nice. So it's a good thing we have that defensive pact with Japan. Hey, the Twitch bot. Hello, infamous Twitch bot. Goodbye, infamous Twitch bot. Now, Great Britain. We can get a defensive pact. I want an alliance. From us being neighbors with them. So their power projection to ours. Minus 20 from number of British alliances. You know, okay, we're in 1898. We need oil. We're going to do pump jacks. I'm actually going to switch all of this up. We got to go after some of this stuff here. I need military statistics. You actually, Nemesis kind of made me remember. We need this to get the advanced tactics training. It's going to take time to research all this stuff. If I don't start doing this now, when am I doing it? If we could get to trench works. Modern nursing. We got to get modern nursing. We have opium. We can do field hospitals. How is the Confederacy still viable? Who's protecting them? I know, right? Who? Oh, they've also had... Oh, no, the revolt's canceled. Okay. Yeah, who are they allied with? No one. They have no alliances, and their army is basically a potato. Oh, wow. You know, I don't think I've seen a run in a while where the German Empire is, like, that far ahead as the #1 military. Ruh-roh. See, if I could get Great Britain and the United States, we could take on France. Does having defensive pacts doesn't make it easier to get an alliance later? Like a bonus to acceptance? It'll increase relations over time, but eventually we would need to, like... You can't have a defensive pact and an alliance. So, like, say we wanted an alliance with Japan, who we already have the defensive pact with. We'd have to renegotiate this where we got rid of the defensive pact and then put an alliance. Which actually looks like we could get an alliance with Japan. What's... Any little bit helps, right? Well, hold on, though. We don't have multilateral alliances, so we should hold off on this. Don't know if you consider this cheesing, but you can side with the US in any war and then declare on Chile. They cannot side against you then. Yeah, maybe a random war with the Confeds. So... I feel like something in some update nerfed that. Because I know what you're talking about. That used to be the thing to do. Then they can't go against you. I feel like something changed in regards to that. I really can't think of what it is, though. So maybe there isn't anything. But this is true, yeah. How could we get... It helps them Germany eat at Austria, by the way. Oh, did they? I haven't looked over there in a little bit. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, they're slowly eating up Austria. Ooh. Well, we're definitely not siding with the Danish radical movement. Mobs have surrounded an arsenal in Cundinamarca, threatening to seize the arms and munitions stored within. While the guards are staving off attacks for now, if no relief is sent, then the arsenal will fall to insurrectionists. Whoa! Hello! Okay. We got slavery banned. Woot, woot, woot. Well, that's surprising. We were at 20%. Worked for me last week, but maybe there is a chance they kick you out of the other war if they're... Oh, no, if it worked for you last week, I guess it still does work. Because I was thinking there was something that nerfed it, but like a couple updates ago, but I feel like... But I'm not entirely sure, so yeah, maybe I was wrong. So, good idea. I don't think it's cheesing. I don't think it's cheesing at all. There are cheeses in the game, but I think that one actually kind of makes sense. If you're on the same side in a war, they can't suddenly oppose you in another one, so not cheese. Yeah, yay, finally. There we go. All right. All right, so let's figure this out. Mobs have surrounded an arsenal in Cundinamarca, threatening to seize the arms and munitions stored within. While the guards are staving off attacks for now, if no relief is sent, then the arsenal will fall to insurrectionists. Yeah, let's go down by 5%. Oh, man, it brought up to 93. The slavers doing all this show with the arsenal only to get told midway slavery's been banned. Yep. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Well, hold on. Let's take a look here. Is there something that will... They don't like dedicated police force. The only thing they like, militarized police force and local police force. Okay, so there's nothing we can do for them. Migration controls, or get off of this. We could go census suffrage. How long did it take to ban slavery with Morocco game? I don't know if we did it early this game. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot the Morocco game. It took us forever. It was like almost the whole run we were going for it. Yeah, I think there should be a mechanic where the activism jumps instantly, like plus 10% of the law they are protesting is enacted. Yeah, right. That's kind of true. Oh, now it's enacted, we're even more angry. That actually would kind of make sense. Is there something we can do that will tackle these guys? No, let's get voting laws here. We'll go to census suffrage. Do you have mutual funds? If yes, you can go for commercialized agriculture to weaken the landowners. What are our landowners at? Yeah. Yeah, they're only at like 12%. So we could do that. I kind of want to get voting laws, though. Because part of our problem is this unacceptable government, and we're getting tons of radicals from it. And this is what's creating... This is what's adding to that. If we get voting laws and get the right people in here, we'll get more of an acceptable government. Actually, if we kick the petite bourgeoisie out... Ooh, you know what, though? I would actually really like... that loan interest rate. Everyone going, well, guys, we tried. Let's go home. When the law they don't like passed indeed doesn't feel realistic. Yeah, this is true. But the industrialists also like commercial agriculture, so the penalty for non-law conformity would be lowered. Yeah. This is true. Well, let's go for this. Oh. Shoot, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, that was a dumb move. I made them upset. Alright. I shouldn't have kicked them out. What was I thinking? We can go for elected bureaucrats. That'll... Oh, we can go... If we go for census suffrage, that'll make them happy. I think we're going census suffrage. Yeah, oh, I see what you're saying. The landowners are... Yeah. But if we go for census suffrage, that will lower their power as well. Because on oligarchy, they're getting... Aristocrats are getting plus 50% political strength. So, if we can get off of this... The aristocrats are pretty much all landowners. They'll lose a bunch of political strength. So we're going to go census suffrage. And we're at the hour mark. So we're going to take a quick 90-second break so we don't get hit by some ads. So pay homage to the gods of ads here. So 90 seconds and we'll be right back. All right, and we're back. Census suffrage makes sense. The landowners are already max annoyed, so no drawback there. Yeah. Well, so the other thing is, or not populate. Yeah, population. So our aristocrats. Yeah, it says we have some here. You see, they're vastly all landowners. So they'll lose 50% political strength. It'll make the petite bourgeoisie... Yes. Because, see, so you notice we're at negative 580 bureaucracy, 22% tax waste, because I kicked the petite bourgeoisie out of government. I shouldn't have done that. Because we were on middle managers before I kicked them out, so we lost that. So now we're at plus 13. Not only will we get that back, we're going to get 20% discount on our loan interest rate, and we're currently in debt. So once that activates, let's unpause here. So our loan interest rate just went down by 2. Oops, get rid of that. So we'll do that. You know, getting rid of slavery, actually, I think also will make the British kind of like us a little more. Yeah, this kind of went down. Who's this leader? A newspaper called the Ecuador Journal has printed a bigoted article about the South Italian people living there. We can suppress the article or we can let it be released. Nah, ignore it. Alright, so we're not building anything. Let's increase the size of the military. I want these guys actually to be up. So I want to get this up to like, I want like 16 more here. Antioquia, I want that to be more industrial. Where do we have all of the arms industries? Yeah, what about Guevara? Oh, is Guevara one of the places revolting? Let's not. No. Okay, good. Ooh, I actually did not want to add that many. Whatever. And then we'll do 18 here. Alright, there we go. Oh yeah, upgrade everybody. Alright. The recent expansion of the rubber plantations in Antioquia has yielded extremely promising results. Grander Colombia threatens to lead the world in rubber production. What is our rubber production? Look at us. We are exporting quite a bit. Oh, the British. Always battling you on something. You know, we've kind of been deficit spending for a while. Even though we're, like, nowhere near the real conditions in order to do it. So production research speed, societal research speed, excellent. The rich mineral deposits in Grander Colombia and Guyana have been drained, mines are being shuttered, and all prospectors who moved in are beginning to drift away in search of the next big strike. Yeah, under no circumstance do we want any more radicals. Yeah, let's make sure all the gold fields are utilizing everything they can. Prestige good. For rubber, I mean, I was playing Victoria 2 in that when I realized that Victoria 3 systems suck. Oh, hey, HHH, hey. I was playing Victoria 2, and that's when I realized that Victoria 3 systems suck. What do you think about it? I never actually played Victoria 2, to be honest with you. I got Victoria 3 shortly after it was first released. It was somewhere, it was like, I think like a month or two after its initial release. So I never actually played Victoria 2. Oh, the war system. The war system. I do have some thoughts on the war system. Let me do this. Struggling people in Arequipa have been desperately trying to get their hands on any food they can. Dire warnings of a turnip winter have been spreading throughout the region. Ooh, yeah, we'll take this. Prestige good for rubber. Well, we don't have an option of that. We can't do another company, unfortunately. I mean, eventually we might be able to. Is there a prestige rubber? There's a company that'll do rubber like this one. I don't think there's prestige rubber, though. Yeah, the Peruvian Amazon company. It would be nice if we could do one, though. Wonk, wonk, wonk. Yeah, when it comes to the war system, I can't... So I won't compare to Victoria 2, because I never played it. But I actually do like the war system in this game for this game. I think it makes sense for a couple reasons. One, the war system in this is largely about how well do you supply your armies, right? So, like, the biggest thing here is organization. At lower organizations, you start losing your offense-defense score. You're going to lose organization if you're not providing these goods that they need. And so this is largely about, can your economy support a war? And you might be able to support it, but you can go bankrupt trying to support a military, which makes sense to me. Also, the idea of fronts. So, like, I'm not moving units around the board, right? It makes sense to me for this time period, because in this time period, you couldn't immediately send orders to a general and say, go do this, right? So, essentially, you did kind of, like, give orders to your general, you know, go on offense, go on defense, go to this front. But then in terms of, like, starting battles and everything, it was largely on the general themselves. Like, look, we had that movie 1917 about World War I, where they needed to tell a general to not advance on a front. They needed to send two dudes, you know, going on a Harold and Kumar go to White Castle trip across Europe in order to stop that battle. So to me, that makes sense that, like, I'm not controlling the generals in this, right? The generals will start a battle when they start a battle. So to me, that kind of makes sense. I think it makes sense for this game. It's not the type of thing that I'm like, every war system in every game should be like that. But I think it makes a lot of sense for this game. And then even, like, the further you send an army through these sea nodes, the more logistics you need with convoys. So I can't just send an army halfway across the world and have it cost the same amount as if I sent them next door. I kind of like that about the war system. Now, I'm not trying to say the war system is perfect and nothing should be changed, but I do enjoy the war system for this game. I think unit stacks wouldn't really make sense for this game. And on top of that, we kind of have unit stacks. Like, essentially, what is this? But a unit stack. 31 units. We just don't see an icon on the map for these 31 units. Your budget suddenly turned green when you updated the gold production methods. Yeah, it helps the game. Treats it as making money out of thin air. Yeah, well, because we're technically in this time period, we're on the gold standard, so we're extracting more gold from the mines, so our minting would go up for that. The war system is weird and simplified for sure, but honestly, I prefer not having to be a Hearts of Iron 4 general to play my economy simulator. Yeah. War system may not be great, but it fits the aesthetic of the game. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I wouldn't say though it's not great. I think it's fine. But it fits the aesthetic of the world, or of the game, I mean. Oh, hey, LaPlace. Hello, hello. Welcome in, friend. Good to see you. How you doing? Did he smash his head into the cell wall? Was he tortured to death? The official story that the landowner's affiliated revolutionary died from cholera convinces only the gullible and the willfully blind. Only one thing is for certain. His supporters are livid and they are out for blood. Like, if you think about it, now this is, having been fully engulfed by EU5 over the last week. Does it make sense that in 1337 I can send a unit, a military unit or an army to this place, but then if I see somebody coming this way, I can try to send them this way immediately? When the devs have said who the player is in the game, I'm the spirit of the nation, right? So how do I have that type of level of control over an army that might be somewhere far away? You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying I want EU5 to change its war system. In the end, it is a game. It needs to be fun and stuff like that. But it doesn't actually make sense for the time period if you really break it down. And I think when you really break it down, I get some people think the war system here might not be fun, but it does make sense for the time. Well, now we need an admiral here. Yeah, I'd like to get... Yeah, we'll do this guy. 31 unit and Lost Battalion, the Legionnaire of the Damned. Not great. Not great. I suck at talking to women. wait, what's going on in the place? I didn't get any of that. 31 unit, the Lost Battalion, the Legionnaire of the Damned. Not great. Not great. I suck at talking to women. Oh no. You are their god, technically, for that nation or kingdom. Yeah, I like to say, it's funny, in EU5 they say you're the spirit of the nation, and I think that makes sense. I always like to say, in Victoria 3, you're the deep state. That's... Who is the player in Victoria 3? You're the deep state. Making all of the moves behind the scene, putting these politicians in power, suddenly making life difficult for this politician. That's who you are in this game. The Legionnaire of the Damned, they have been beaten. The beaten and the damned, so they joined the Black Parade. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, let's check, can we go to war yet? Oh, My Chemical Romance song reference. Ah, okay. I get it, I get it. I know who those guys are. See, the other thing is, though, these guys, you can build coal. Like, I wish you bought our coal mines here. Like, they're all up for sale. Would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? I never listened to My Chemical Romance. My brothers are into it. I never heard much of it. The Legionnaire of Damned is one of WH40K fan fiction Legion of Space Marine. They're a legion that goes to Helen just to go back and help the Imperium. Huh, interesting. Okay. Then that makes sense. That means the new deep state of USA is a new player. Yeah, unfortunately. the deep state in the United States just started playing the game. And we're the tutorial. Unfortunately for us. Oh man. Oh, that sucks. For us. Let's see. Are clothes any more affordable yet? Okay, a little bit. And what's food like? Actually, it's not so bad. Yeah, why? Okay. This whole game, meat, is so damn expensive all the time, no matter what I do. Oh yeah, electrified fences. There we go. We can use that. Man, when I take Argentina, I'm just filling them with livestock ranches. I have more than 192 trade centers at max capacity in Madrid. Help. Oh, you just reminded me. That's something we can build here. We need more trade centers. Oh, wait, though. But these guys should be building them. Well, whatever. We need them now. If they're not going to build them, we need them. Jorge de Herrera, the ever-officious leader of the industrialists, has approached the government with a plan to enact poor laws. A successful enactment is certain to contribute to his reputation as an effective politician. I don't know if we want the poor laws. I'd rather go for wage subsidies. I definitely don't want to go to private health insurance. Can we lose 5 legitimacy? We can. And they're very happy. We're just going to say no to this. Despite not enjoying full rights under Grand Colombian law, some wealthier Quechua people have begun moving into neighborhoods and frequenting establishments they would normally be excluded from. Okay, we can lose a little bit of happiness from the petite bourgeoisie. The relatively lenient Grand Colombian immigration system has long been attractive to those fleeing their home nations. Recently, Lucien Lazar has petitioned to join the stream of people moving to Grand Colombia. A market liberal. Yeah, these guys, we don't really need them. I first listened to it like 2 years ago, years after they split up. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta catch up on it, I guess. I never gave it a chance back when they were in their heyday. You keep taking all the money out of the investment pool. How are they supposed to buy your coal mines? What do you mean? We have a pretty healthy investment pool. And it's going up. So they can afford it. I like AC/DC more than chems because I like an Aussie man screaming. Thunderstruck. Also Mega Man. I always say that the player in Vic 3 is the conscience of everyone who decides something. Ooh, anarchism. What to build, who to vote for, who to promote. Like 50-50 in real life, the player is the one deciding. I kind of like that. Yeah, the conscience of the nation. Since the last hotfix, everyone is obsessed with meat. Yeah, I know, right? Because, so, it's so expensive, and it's just a staple good. So I feel like it is having an effect on our standard of living here. My Toledo state is 42 million GDP now. Wow. Still not done reaching capacity for trade yet. That's nice. That is nice. Well done, my friend. An internal investigation has discovered that a government official receiving many gifts from Jorge de Herrera on behalf of the Anti-Austrian Society. Positivist. Oh, actually, I don't mind them so much. Why was I thinking I didn't like positivists? Let's take this. We'll take any loyalists we can get. Alright, these guys are losing a little bit there. If you go so high in welfare, it will be hard to earn from buildings. Yeah. Yeah. And also, poor laws is even worse, because it's like... Not only are you giving welfare payments, you're also making, like, the lower strata lose political strength. You could even argue that your investment pool is too large. I think it is a little bit, yeah. I tend to do that, though. I tend to do that. See, I think we could kind of use going to laissez-faire at this moment. By the way, I'm stuck at talking to women because I like talking bluntly and honest in real life, which are not a good trait for Risen. And I'm too emotionally dense. Maybe find somebody who's the same level of blunt as you. There are many women who are also very blunt. Not everyone appreciates bluntness. So just find someone with the same level of blunt. Positivists are ethno-nationalists. That's right. I thought there was something about positivists I didn't like. Alright, what do we need to build now? Honestly, we haven't increased construction in some time. We could probably go with that. And then the construction materials. Where are we with glass, actually? Yeah, we need more glass. And tools. Tools were good, okay. For me, the only reason to go with a positivist is when I want to go full technocracy, yeah, or I assume technocracy, yeah. Because now when you go technocracy... you get that extra company. Which isn't so bad. Rubber barons, local authorities, and elements of the Catholic Church are divided on the best direction to shape the Amazonian peoples of Santa Cruz. Every argument, however, is rooted in self-interest. I'll take the one with less radicalism. Yeah, look at our landowners. 7.7%. They're almost gone. Opportunistic members of the Catholic Church have defected to the landowners. Well, whatever. I'm not going to lose bureaucracy over that. Here, quite impossible, and while I'm polite and like to smile, women here find it hard to crack me open. Well, stick with it. Like I always said, you only need it to work once. You know? You'll find... you just gotta find your right level of whatever your thing is. Be patient, my friend. Feels so tough. You're so close to the formable, but a couple of interventions hold you back. Yeah. I know. We're so close to it. We are so close. Well, we could actually, like, we could form Federation of the Andes now. But we can't form that before we get the other achievement. I heard that if you have more than 40 million GDP, you should go to laissez-faire. Yeah, because we, oh, hey, we are a great power now. We are a great power, and we have great responsibility. Look at that interest rate. That is something I like to see. Yeah, because now we, where is it? Yeah, we don't get any of the, investment multiplier once you're past 50 million. Yep, to use technocracy to get away from something else. Yeah. But I don't think you can easily change your leader in a technocracy. That's a big weak point for me. Yeah, I've never actually played around with it too much. I do need to go do a run where I just try to do it. Yeah, like, well, and you really do will get like the intelligentsia kind of up there with this. Oh hey, reverse ham cuts. Hello, Phil. Where's Doug? We can't find him. Oh no. Welcome, my friend. How are you? But you can change IGs however you want, so you can empower the IGs you want. Yeah, because you don't have political parties, which we're about to have in a moment. Oh man, I really want to go to war. Power projection. Now look at that. Our interest got cut like in half. Oh, beautiful. Now, weren't we funding lobbies somewhere? Yeah, in Brazil. And it's doing us a whole lot of good, right? Hasn't done much. Oh. There we go. Yeah, let's guarantee their independence. That will... Yeah, we're giving them money. What if we didn't do that and we just guaranteed their independence? Actually, I would like trade privileges. Let's sell them some stuff. Identification documents. Excellent. Let's pause for a second here. A couple things I want to get going here. Where was that fertilizer? So let's sell that. They would buy Man of Wars from us. Nope. Alright, well, let's just guarantee they're independent. Because this will increase our relations. Oh, also technocracy is good if you want to go full fascist. You know, I've never done an actual fascist run in the game. I should try that at some point just to have the experience of doing it. Women here like the Playboy type, while also regret it when they get played. Can't understand the contradiction. I would say you need to meet a different group of people than maybe. I wouldn't say all people are like that. Everybody's different, my friend. Everybody's different. I went with a technocracy to form the Pan-European Technate, or Central Europe, and gone off of it ASAP because I had such a bad leader. Oh no. I've officially overtaken the rest of the filthy nations of Europe as the drunkard capital of the world, Spanish liquor #1. Oh, nice. Okay, so I found a mod which enables you to release any state. So I can finally hit 90% literacy for the egalitarian society achievement. Okay. And it works in the middle of the run. Nice. Oh, that's cool. What are the similarities of ham cuts and the U.S. Senate? They like to go to war. Well, I'm just trying to get an achievement. I would say Hamcuts actually does not like to go to war. I would say one of my pitfalls in this game is I'm too conservative with war in this game. I think there are times I should go to war more, and I don't. Because I just get so... I do get a little nervous about going to war in this game. Alright, good. So we got that thing with Brazil. Tempered by generous offers of land and work, Portuguese people from Portugal have begun to migrate to go there. Build larger fleet. Oh, yeah. Then the USA will want to defeat them in a war in South America by convoy raiding. Yeah. I got trapped in technocracy and was trending toward fascism as Prussia had to switch out before that guy showed up. Oh, yikes. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah, that's a run I don't think I would ever do. There's certain runs in this game I'll just never do. Like Fascist Germany. I just will never play as the Confederacy. I just can't bring myself to do it. Oh my god. The Confederate Feminist Revolt. I love it. Led by this mustached man, Henry Sims. Oh, nice. Speak of that, we get better stuff. Oh, yeah. Let's go to philosophy department. In our navy. Now, what was the tech that we just got? I was reading something else and I kind of clicked through it. I forget what it was. Well, it'll come to me. That guy show up? No, he's not in the game. The devs decided not to add him to the game. Look, I would be at prosperity probably with this company if they did not own these power plants in the Confederacy. Hey, census suffrage. So our new chancellor is Jorge de Herrera. We get more authority. Bureaucracy, institution size, change speed. I forgot too, so I wanted to... Oh damn, I wanted to add somebody before these guys got in here. Ooh. Well, there we go. Let's add that guy in there. Oh. Who wants to be part of the Conservative Party? Oh. Oh. Yeah. Damn, yeah, we're gonna need to wait till that first election. And it's the Conservative Party. The Anti-Spanish Association has requested that we establish an embargo against Spain. Successfully acting on the proposal will gain our government significant goodwill with the lobby. No, sorry guys. You guys are plenty happy. We don't really need to care about that, but I'm not trying to embargo anybody right now. An event organized by the radical movement transformed into a brawl as opponents of the movement infiltrated the crowd. When the police arrived, no participant was willing to give a consistent statement. Oh, well, the Catholic Church is marginalized now. So we'll take that. Parties, particularly the Radical Party, are struggling to raise enough funds for all their campaigning needs this election. So we give momentum to the Radical Party. Damn, I don't want to spend money on it. What is... Alright, we'll spend a little bit of money on it. Boo, not cool. Boo, not cool. No, but it was the 1920s and I got nervous. Yeah. No, I don't blame you. They should 3-deuce and Führer as an agitator. World War II leaders are not the game. Too much of a can of worms to do. Yeah. Yeah, this is true. And I think that's the thing, is like there's such big forces of politics. But technically by the end of the game, well, no, I guess 1936. Yeah. Technically Mussolini is an agitator in World War I. That's true. From local elementary teacher to full leader of the fascists. Yeah, that's true. Damn, we got 150 million GDP from a single state. Osfieland alone. Oh my god. Nice. Nice. That's amazing. Yeah, so let's increase our boats. We do just generally need a better fleet. Oh, we lost... Alright, we lost the the pro-slavery thing. So we'll bring that to 40. We want to get to 11 here, so 9 more. There we go. Ugh. From socialist to fascist for Mussolini, yeah. Plus, you don't want the next Reddit post to be ex-controversial World War II leader bugged and now has a completely opposite ideology and intention. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, right? Like, oh, feminist Gibbler. You know? Fernando Crespo has taken to the streets encouraging French people to take less conventional means of democracy in order to support the Radical Party. Oh. Okay. Momentum will be added to the party. Yeah, why not? Oh wait, the NASDAQ already in power in 1930. So in 1920s they already around. Why not? Reddit just likes to complain. Yeah. Not in my run. No fascists for me. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Too soon. Too soon. A mine in Panama has collapsed, trapping miners within the dark shafts below. The scale of the accident has made the tragedy a story across Panama and the nation. Yeah, we'll do this. Oh, we're not enacting anything. Yeah, we really need no migration controls now. So we're going to do no migration controls. Then, well, no, we're going to go right to associate first. We need to get the trade unions a little bit more political strength. So we'll do this before the landowners kind of take too much stuff. Too much power. In collaboration with the Radical Party, Francisco Managas has secured a deal for cheap and quickly distributed pamphlets in support of the party. So who's winning now? The Liberal Party's getting close. Oh yeah, I can't. Alright, the election's in 99 days. I know I just started enacting a law. So here's what's difficult about it. I need the intelligentsia to be in the Liberal Party, if the Liberal Party wins, to get power for those votes. In order to enact this, I guess I would have to put the landowners in government here and get an illegitimate government. I could just do this. That's funny. My intelligentsia are the market liberals, and my industrialists are the radicals. Alright, let's just do this. Because the election is almost here. We'll do that. So with more money than I can spend, I'm going to rebuild the Spanish Armada. Nice, nice. Still chuckling about the Confederacy Feminist Rebellion. Yeah, really. Are they still there? Yep, they're still there. Feminist, but the leader is hardcore slaver. Yeah. Hey, Dove Twitch, hello, hello. How goes your nights and games? Going well, going well. Hey, Aussie Ninja, random question. What kind of PC you running? I'm looking to order a new one in the next couple months. PS, love the streams. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So this is the first computer I ever built. It was like a bucket list item of mine. I always wanted to build a computer, and I thought, you know what, now's the time. I'm doing it. So I built it earlier this year. Yeah, what am I running? Let me look it up real quick. So I have it like written down on my computer here. Okay. So it's an ASRock B650M Pro RS Wi-Fi motherboard. The CPU is an AMD Ryzen 7 7700X. The GPU is an AMD Radeon RX 7600 XT. I have 64 gigs of RAM in there. Anything else of note? Yeah, I have a couple SSD hard drives. And a bunch of fans. Yeah, that's about it. I think that's the important stuff. But welcome in, welcome in. No migration law. No, migration law got buffed since now the trade unions are neutral on it instead of hostile to it, so no longer the industrialists are the only ones that can help with it. Oh, interesting. Okay. If you attack Brazil, will anyone intervene? You know, I've been thinking about that because it would be helpful to us. It would make them more amenable to us if we did a regime change. I wonder. Oh yeah, we just guaranteed their independence. We can't attack them. Damn. Yeah, I know. Looks like we can't. And we are bound to that treaty for another 4 years, unfortunately. I'm glad. Are you playing Vic? Oh yeah, that's to Nemesis. In my current Piedmont run, right to associate was the first law I passed, even before industrialization, and the trade union is now the backbone of my government. As Italy, it's great. Not a bad idea. I should have gone to that much quicker, right? Now that you can empower trade unions. I got so bogged down in other laws here. I tend to get distracted very easily in this game by certain things. Opposed to the arbitrary and illiberal rule of the President of Spain, the petite bourgeoisie have fallen in with the anti-Spanish association. Alright, fine. There'll be a way for me to keep them happy. I just mentioned to Ham I was on a Scandinavia run trying to get egalitarian society achievement. Oh, yeah. Don't stress about it. I was just curious. No, I'd love to. I mean, I'm excited about the computer I built. Is the last 4% possible? I don't know. How did you like Anno? I only managed to tune in for 5 minutes right at the beginning. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I have to say, I wish I had more time to play it. With like all the videos I have to make and EU5 being out, I don't have enough time to just sit and play all the games I want for fun. But that game is a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to Friday to play it again. Alright, our investment pool is going down by quite a bit. Honestly, I think we're at a point where some of our regional HQs are really starting to hurt us here. The ideas of the Radical Party have been raising interest throughout the country, leading to potential turmoil. Yeah, we'll take that one. You can change the treaty, and they will accept, and you can fix your borders. Wait, what do you mean by fix my borders? What do I need to do for that? Because remember, I'm trying to get the Grander Colombia achievement, so what I care about is getting Chile, Argentina, French Guiana, and the South Atlantic Islands here. I don't really need anything from Brazil in order to get that. Distracted by all of us convincing all the time. Yeah. Yeah. No, I meant more like I get distracted by like other laws. There's so many laws to change. I get sidetracked by things. Francisco Managas has issued a condemnation of the Grand Colombian electoral system, endorsing abstention from voting in what he calls a sham put on but to placate the people. We don't want to take negative 10 legitimacy for 5 years. That's a bit much. Ooh, plus 20% added to the Conservative Party. That's a bit too much. Ooh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one because the election is so close. How far away is it? 78 days. Oh, this option will be picked automatically after 78 days. You know what I think we do? This is going to be sneaky. Because I don't want to lose any legitimacy. We'll lose 5... For 5 years, we'll lose 10 legitimacy. We'll get radicals. Or, for 5 years, we lose 5 legitimacy and 5 political strength per vote. This event will time out in 78 days. Oh, no, that's this. When is the... Oh, the election's in 32 days. I'm not going to do anything with this. And then the election will happen. The Liberal Party will win. But if we pick this... that might hand it to the Conservative Party. I think we're just going to let this event sit there. What's the higher standard of living you'll have achieved? That's a challenge I was thinking of. I don't remember what my highest one was, to be honest with you. I do not know. Belgium's crazy. Having everything in one state is my dream. Yeah, makes things a little bit easier. We so close yet so far. Always, right? Always. Oh yeah, Hokkaido too. I think Japan has got some states like that. I think if you had the Amazons, your border would be better. Yeah, but it doesn't help us toward the achievement. The Amazons are not the greatest states to have. I mean, I wouldn't mind having them, but I'm saving our infamy for taking Chile and Argentina. While meeting to discuss ideas, Dimitro Hurtado and Gustavo Menares enjoyed a civil and enlightening conversation. Most expected a brawl. So our nihilist intelligentsia will get honorable. Let's do that one. Okay, I'm seeing you can just hold off the choice until after the election. Exactly. We'll get to that after the election. Sometimes doing nothing is the best choice. Yep, exactly. Just do nothing. I'm the do-nothing party right now. I'm considering starving my pops to reach 90% literacy quicker. True egalitarian society, yep. You have 0 infamy right now. Yeah, no, I know. I want to go to war here. So what's been stalling us is that it seems like the United States, ooh, and now maybe Great Britain, they might have waited too long, are going to join in. All right. So the Liberal Party won. Let's keep the Radical Party in there. Oh, interesting. Hold on. So who would be the better ruler? Influence. Improve relation speed. That's not so bad. Authority. Plus 5% bureaucracy. Institution size, change speed. Yeah, we'll keep the industrialist in there. All right, we're at the 2-hour mark, so we're going to take a quick 90-second break so we don't get hit by ads during gameplay here. So let's pay homage to the gods of ads, and we'll be back in 90 seconds. All right, here we are. We're back. We're back. Read or eat. Nothing wrong with the do nothing plan. Yeah, it worked for us here, right? Now, we are still in unacceptable government. We're getting radicals. See, we're kind of getting bogged down by that quite a bit. So we need to work towards getting that higher. I would love to get one of these guys out of here. Oh, interesting. So we could exile this guy. The positivist. I actually don't mind doing that. You have larger navy, you can convoy raid. They'll reach 0 supply. Yeah, but they have a larger... I don't know if I have a larger navy than the United States. Thank you, Big Tech. Hey, Karloff. Yo, yo, yo. Grand Colombia looking good, my man. Yeah, we're moving along. We're trying to get that Grander Colombia achievement. You're exiling a dude because he's positive. No, I want to get... So, okay, so here's what we're thinking. I would like to get the intelligent... I would like to get the petite bourgeoisie in here. Right now, they're protectionist. We could possibly get an agitator in that would be more in line. I guess, yeah, let me check to see who we got here. Not much, jeez. Or at least not much for what we want. So we get these guys, although we'd have to get off of closed borders to get them anyway. Yeah, so maybe... I don't necessarily... Yeah, so we won't exile yet. Because I can't get them in yet anyway. Sensing a chance to disadvantage their economic rivals in the cities, prominent members of the landowners have come out in favor of enacting right to associate. Interesting about that. We're already at 51%. Instead of giving the landowners political strength, we'll just take this. I'm going for Grand Colombia as well. Max is taking bets. Who's going to finish it first? Nice. Yeah, Max does love himself a good competition. I switched to unprofitable PMs and now have negative 12k migration. Oh no. If you get no migration controls, you have a bigger pool to choose from. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what's hurting us right now. We need to get to no migration controls. How are we on number 9? We moved up 1. Also, our budget's kind of looking bad here. Oh, we're losing money on our treaties. Buying opium. And selling it for a loss. That's interesting. What is opium in the Japanese market? Oh, they have a surplus of it now. We're buying 250 clothes from them. I kind of don't want to lose that. Ooh, let's try this. Or actually... Ooh, yeah, they really don't want that. No, let's take the obligation. So we can stop selling them that. Are the people who can't read leaving? Nope, they aren't. They're staying right where they are. Oh, yeah, look at this. Okay. There we go. Why are we getting hit by so much? What changed for us? We might have had a bunch of states finally get incorporated. I know I always say don't go chasing bureaucracy, but it's exactly what I'm about to do. Oh, Antioquia. Oh, look at Antioquia. Their taxation capacity. How much taxation capacity? 15. Let's do these government admins sooner rather than later. Germany is still building here. We'll leave that as is. I like the fact that we're getting military assistance. Also, you changed your government. Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right, you're right, you're right. That's what it was. So we were on this. Hey, the Catholic Church is now marginalized. Goodbye. Oh yeah, we're still on low income taxes, which is nice. Yeah, ideological incompatibility. The economic system. Who's this? Oh, the rural folk oppose laissez-faire. So actually, interestingly, if we changed them to a market liberal, that would help us out quite a bit. Damn, a lot of land reformers. I guess they are the rural folk. So no market liberals. Okay. We can't do anything there. How's our military now? A little bit better. So we're the third largest navy. We do have a bigger navy than the US. Look at that. Okay. Wow. The 10th largest military. Yeah, the intelligentsia do hate their own party, interestingly enough. Okay. Oh, so, okay. Great Britain wouldn't join us because they're in a bunch of diplomatic plays already. If only we could get the US into a bunch of diplomatic plays. Now, they're leaning more towards neutrality. If we could just get an ally. We need an ally. The use of filing cabinets in the government administration has drastically increased the effectiveness of state bureaucracy. Oh, nice. There we go. I miss when America was grand. Yeah. Yeah, there was a time, but not now. Do we have... Yeah, see, we need to allocate our conscripts to get this power projection. Yeah, here we go. Sticking of 60 here. And there's 69 here. Oops. So we can do 9 more. Oops. And then 30 more here. Alright, there we go. Wait. Can't hear anything on my stream? Nobody can hear anything? Uh-oh, what happened? Oh no. Can't hear anything. Hello? Hello? This is weird. So wait, everybody on YouTube, I think you can hear me on YouTube, right? This is weird. Yeah, that's YouTube. I've never run into this before. So no sound is coming out of my Twitch feed, but it is coming out of my YouTube feed. Oh wait, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. What? Can't hear. Yeah, hold on, let me put a message here. So, let me pause the game here. But I just dropped out briefly. Yeah, I have an error here. Is there something? Let me check my speed. Let me see what my upload is here. So it's not my internet speed. Although YouTube is saying not receiving enough video for some reason. And still not getting... What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Let me check this. Damn, I don't know what to do, but this is the weirdest thing ever. Why is sound dropping out of my Twitch feed? Poor internet connection. Alright, give me 1 second, everybody. Literally like 2 seconds here. Let me check my connection real quick. Alright. Try this now. Let's see. Are we back? Hold on, let me try one. Oh. Did that fix anything? Did that fix anything here? Did that fix anything here? Alright. On YouTube, everything is fine. Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what to do here. This is such a strange thing. So, okay, so it buffered for a moment. On YouTube, only getting 480p resolution. Yeah, I'm getting an error here that I'm not receiving enough... YouTube's not receiving enough video. But my connection is normal. Problem is, there's not much to do midstream for stuff like this. This sucks. I wonder, can I... Oh, okay, YouTube just says I have excellent connection now. So I think maybe you can try raising the resolution on YouTube now. That might work. If... Hopefully my connection speed is fixed now. Although, who knows how long that would take on Twitch to update here. Let's see. Oh. I think we're back. Hey, can everybody hear me on Twitch now? I think we're back. It's back! Hey! Well, that was an adventure. Oh, on YouTube... Glenn, try switching it in settings now to the 1080p. I think it should be back now. It was a silent film for you, yeah. Yeah, that's strange. I mean, I think what happened here is my internet connection just went bad for a moment. Oh well. Looks like we lost a lot of the viewers on Twitch. I don't blame them. Glenn, were you able to increase the resolution there? I hope so. Alright. Alright, well, okay, we're gonna continue. At least now we got picture and sound all around. Alright, so where were we here? Both high quality and auto rated, but just power on. Okay, yeah. The internet's working against us today. Alright. Though previously opposing the right to associate laws, Dimitro Hurtado has considered the industrialist political position and instead offers support. Alright, what are we at here? 61%. Pop attraction for intelligentsia and industrialists, I don't mind that, so we'll do that. So, I mean, this should pass through pretty quickly here. Oh, hold on, is the US in a war with Germany now? They are. So... Uh-oh. So they would probably stay neutral here. They're in a war with Germany. I don't know. We might go for this. We might go for this. Let's take a save. You know, we haven't saved once the whole night, so that's the only reason why I'm saving right now. Because we haven't saved yet tonight. You gotta save your game, you know? That's the only thing I'm thinking about. Better road networks have led to an increase in the Antiochia's traffic, followed by a consequential increase in pollution. Yeah, we'll take that. Stuck at 88.6% now. Wait, what does that mean? Oh wait, are you talking about something from your run? You're making me nervous that that's something to do with my stream quality. Let's go for this. Oh, literacy rate. Okay, whoo! I mean, damn, for you. But at least my stream isn't pooping out on me. It's a little nerve-wracking here, but now might be the time to do this while we can. Brazil might join in. But I'm hoping we might be able to sway Brazil to our side by giving them Mato Grosso, which they want. So let's do it. We are grading you 88% as a streamer. That 12% is not being a blue smurf. Oh no! I will gladly take a 12% hit to my grade to not be a blue smurf. Let's do this. Annex Chile. Alright. So nobody's leaning any which way. So let's mobilize all the armies. We won't call conscripts yet, because if we can avoid it, we will. Yeah. So let's send you there. Now this is probably their market access point, but just in case. Yeah, there we go. So we'll do that spot right there. You blockade, you go there. And you, where are you? You stay right there for now. Never really gone for achievements in Paradox games, but decided to go for them in EU5. And I'm at 17 of 50. Wow, nice, nice. Not bad. I feel like now is the time to go for achievements in EU5 since there's only 50 of them. You can be a completionist before they release the any DLCs. Now, do we want to add anything to get them... Oh, we can't. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're annexing them. I was going to say, in order to get them to back down. Let's hope beyond hope nobody else joins in here. They have, like, no military. We'll bump up the taxes. It'll be a costly war. It's manageable right now. At least 8 different runs, though. Yeah. Yeah, I have quite a few different runs going, too, as well. It's kind of how it is at the moment with the game. Trying a bunch of different things out. Alright. Damn it. Aren't they bogged down, though? We might back down from this if we can't get anybody in here. Oh, I did not realize this. Great Britain can't oppose the United States. Damn, damn, damn. I'm saying for the achievements. Oh, a ton required to be certain nations. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, that's true. Oh, and we lost our trade privileges. Damn, 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 damn. Oh, well, let's activate the conscripts. Yeah, now we can... go blockade them. But we're going to be heavily outnumbered. But we have 132 conscripts we're about to raise. And the US, are they not in this war anymore? What is this war for? Convoy raiding, not blockade. Well, actually we should be doing... Well, no, so the problem is... these ironclads give you a negative 90% to convoy rating. But yeah, what we could do... So blockading, though, is still good because you cut off their access to the world market. But we should be convoy... You're right, we should be convoy raiding, too. See, convoy raiding... Yeah, convoy raiding will cut off their army supply. Okay, here's what we're going to do. See, we're going to be very inefficient with convoy raiding. Should have organized a convoy raid. Here's what we... Oh, here's what we can do. Let's split off 5. Right? No, they have 20 there. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to build a navy as we do this. Yeah. We're going to build these guys. Oh, and we got a convoy raider. Excellent. So we'll call these guys the convoy raiders. A very creative name that I just came up with. It looks like the U.S. forces are coming down the Pacific side, though, not the Atlantic. Yeah, we'll send these guys over here. Yeah, look at that. There's all their armies. We'll convoy raid over here. I'd like to get that started sooner rather than later, though. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Just do that. Send them over there. We'll fix it. We'll fix it in post. See, the problem, though, I need to decide, am I going to actually take this to war? I can back down, and I get to humiliate. It'll mess with our prestige for 5 years. So we're not facing a lot of consequences right now. Thing is, though, it doesn't look like they're sending a lot of troops our way. We're outnumbered by 100,000, but we are also conscripting up. So the question is, do we feel lucky? Pump jacks. Alright, let's set that up because we can use the workers. We're just going to do this everywhere because we need workers. And this is totally the thing we should be sidetracked by right now. Because I'm not entirely convinced we should let this go to war. But we could cut the army strength off. And we're catching up in manpower. You should overrun Chile before the Yankees' arrival. No, because the war hasn't started yet. They're already here. When are the files coming out? Wait, what? When are the files coming out? What do you mean? Hey, Java, hello, hello. How are you, my friend? Yeah, the US is just about there. Man, this is a tough decision. I feel like we could have a shot at this. If we can really block this shipping lane, but we need to really hold on for a while. Because we can back down now. I guess... Wait, if there's no other war goals here, though, we can always capitulate. Yeah, we can always capitulate if they're not going to add anything else. And they're in a war with Germany here. I mean, for God's sakes. Well, you can only blockade where the market access point is. And so their market access point is right here. So this is where you would blockade. There's nothing to blockade here. So it's this thing right here that you're blockading. So we have to blockade in this to blockade New York. So we're blockading Chile, we're blockading the United States, and then we're going to convoy raid this lane. Hey, Matwis, hello, hello. Yeah, USA joining was unfortunate. We kind of knew that was going to happen. Now we're still raising conscripts. Oh, you know, though. Oh my god, look. This is also going to be very expensive. We might end up... Ah, yes, when Grand Colombia battled the United States and Chile turned the Great of the Americans, inaugurating the 20th century, yeah. Oh, convoy raid, not blockade. Yeah, yeah. So we're sending these guys over there. Yeah, defend for a while, wear them... Actually, yeah, defend for a while, wear them down. I think maybe I set both of these guys on that. Do I naval invade them? But you're right, yeah. Let's let them grind down while we cut off their supplies. And then these guys... Yeah, we don't want to take casualties. So just advance. Yeah, I would back down. I was thinking about backing down, but I realized if they're not setting any other war goals, we can always capitulate. What's up with your organization? Yeah, we're conscripting more than on... We're conscripting more on artillery than we are here, so it's hurting it a little bit, but it shouldn't go down too much. We're heavily outnumbered here. Actually, what is, before it starts, what's the terrain here? Yeah, it won't tell us till the battle starts. But do we have anybody in the pipeline that has any in forested terrain? Let's add this guy. Yeah, your defense, yeah, is way higher. This is true, right? We should be okay. We have these National Guard units. This is going to be a tricky one. All right. So it's just the humiliates. And there is a chance if we make this... See, the U.S. has no war goals in this, so they can leave the war. Ooh. And we're still getting immigration. And we're still getting immigration. Alright, there we go. You guys do your thing up there. Woke up getting ready for work. It's too early and too cold. Oh no. Oh, come on. We're losing to Liberia here. Mud. Alright. We're getting more of them than they're getting us, though. Oh my god, this is like an epic battle here. Panic retreat. Alright, we got them. Victories. Victories, mysteries. This one, though. You know... This guy's not even good at offense. Convoy sinking. Oh. So we got like 26 there. Alright. Go get me those guys. What's going on here? Oops. Ooh. Well, your family went to the NFL game in Madrid? Oh my god. That's amazing. I can't even go to an NFL game because it's so expensive and it's right outside my door. Ah, damn. Alright, our navy was defeated. See what these guys do. Yes, manifest a vacation for Java there. Seems like you've been working non-stop, my friend. You deserve one. Alright, we got right to associate, so now... Ooh. Yeah, let's fix our tax laws. Do we have trade unions yet? Not yet. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, alright. Sorry, industrialists, but goodbye. So we have no... yeah, the suspense. The suspense. It's killing me, too. We're actually almost at time for this stream tonight, but I kind of feel like I can't leave it without some type of resolution on this war. So we might play to the end of this war. If we win this, though, it's a major step towards the achievement. We're in 1902. We need to really start making some type of move here. So now is the time. We can't until we see this war end, yeah. Don't cliffhanger us. Yeah, no. I won't cliffhanger it. We're gonna... Because I want to know, too. I want to know what happens. So we're gonna go until the end of this war here. Alright, so that battle's probably done, but we have this one. Ooh. So we're kind of good there. Yeah, let's get these guys out of here, and then we'll send these guys down there. Although, they're not doing anything here. Russia's improving relations. Yeah, now that we're opposing the U.S. We're continuing to sink convoys. Ooh, alright. They beefed back up over here. Man. The cold is going to be so rough when they come back. You gotta acclimate a bit, yeah. Came back to you opposing the U.S. Crazy. Yeah. Oh, you completed the Egalitarian Society in 1934. Nice! Congratulations, my friend. Oh, man. That is awesome. That's a tough one. Is there anything we can give them? We don't have liquor, really. Okay, we defeated this one here. Mainly this army that keeps losing. I don't know, I might pull these guys back and let everybody defend. What do we have input good shortage on? You know, for the iron mines. Yeah, let's just go to the Ep9 engine. Eh. Yeah, we'll do that. False naval invasion in Chile with 1 unit and 1 ship. Yeah, I know that strategy. Maybe. Honestly, what I might do... Yeah, these guys kept getting called on for the defensive stuff. So first of all, I don't want these guys handling the def... Yeah, their defense is awful. I might try to do a real naval invasion over here. Who sent this? Chile. Ooh. They want a white peace. I hate to be anticlimactic, guys, but white peace might be the best thing to do. I suggest you do both. Both what? What about the white peace option here? I'm tempted to take this. The war is starting to turn against us. Not very grand, yeah. Yeah, the US is too strong. We kind of had them at the beginning there. Invade the USA and Chile. Problem is, we don't really have the ships for it, or the navy, or the manpower. So I'd have to pull 37,000 Gosh, I missed the Roman Empire. I'd have to pull these guys off the front line. That's 37,000 troops. As it is, that's kind of rough. Now, let's see. Yeah, the U.S. military is not even losing any organization yet. So if I were to do that naval invasion, first of all, these guys are in a battle right now. These guys are defeated. So I only have one fleet to do it with. So I can't really naval invade both Chile and the US. We could do the US, but yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I think we're going to take this white piece. The USA's war support. Yeah, they're at plus 80. Yeah, and in a week, they're just going to lose 0.69. Now, I don't think we have the capability to do that. I mean, so I could pull these guys over to do a false invasion. I guess I could split one here. Problem is, like, we're about to lose Antofagasta. No, we're gonna get out of this. We're gonna get out of this. Yeah, it was not meant to be. South Italian people in Ecuador are being blocked from entering certain businesses by some local North Andean people. No, I don't want to lose any more of that. Alright. So luckily we didn't lose much. We didn't lose much. We didn't make much progress, though. We are in 1902. I guess one good thing about where we are is if we do get to a point where we're not going to be able to get the Grand Colombia achievement, we can always get the Federation of the Andes achievement. Because we're ready to go on that. We can just do that. Man. The U.S., you guys really screwed us there, huh? And you're in the midst of a war with Germany. Like, how did you... Ugh, God. Alright. We started off so strong in that war. Alright, but I think we're at our stopping point for tonight, unfortunately. Because, man, we almost could have done it. We almost could have done it. Well, all right. We reached our point for tonight, but we did some good work tonight. We made some progress here, right? We made some progress. But that'll be it for tonight. So let's see. Next time I'm on will be Thursday. So we're going to do some EU5, some Europa Universalis 5 on Thursday. We'll do 2 sessions of that then. Next time we're doing more of this Victoria 3 run will be on Tuesday next week. But yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for hanging out and watching, my friend. I appreciate it. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight, my friends. This was fun. We almost made some progress, but we'll make more progress next time. But yeah, so hopefully I'll see everybody on Thursday for some EU5. But other than that, thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody, and as always, be awesome. I'll see everybody next time.